A few years ago, a university in the Midwest posted a series of ads promoting some of their online programs. At least they tried to. Facebook rejected one of their spots, saying it was shocking, sensational, and it showed excessive amounts of violence. Okay, considering what's happening on college campuses these days, that little bit of news may not be a surprise to you, but I left out a couple of important points. The college in question was Franciscan University in Ohio, and the violent depiction that got them in trouble was a representation of Jesus on the cross. Now, considering all the controversy about censorship and bias in social media, many people would look at that rejection as a call to arms, like it's time for petitions, protests, or lawsuits, some kind of response. Well, the university responded all right, but not in the way many of us, including Facebook, would have expected. They agreed. They explained why in a blog post. Sensational, you say? Yeah, mankind executing God. There's a sensation. And then try this. God creates people. We turn our backs on him, refuse to follow his rules, live any way we want, and instead of giving us what we deserve, he sends his only son to earth to die in our place. Jesus, who was obedient all the way to death. If that wasn't a shocking twist in the story, I don't know what is. And no question, it was excessively violent. A man beaten to within an inch of his life, his back ripped open by a whip made of leather strips, embedded with pieces of metal and bone, a crown of thorns pushed into his skull, nailed through his hands and feet to a cross. It's hard to imagine a more painful, horrific picture. So let me paint another picture for you. In fact, it's a picture about a painter. Auguste Renoir. During the last years of his life, he was almost paralyzed by arthritis. Still, the Grand Master kept on painting, holding the brush between his thumb and twisted index finger. As he worked, students often heard him crying out in pain. Each day, Renoir was visited by one of his closest friends, Henri Matisse, another famous painter. One day, watching his old friend struggling through one excruciating brushstroke after another, he blurted out, "Auguste, why do you continue to paint when you're in such agony?" Here's what Renoir said, "The pain passes, but the beauty remains." I imagine if you talked to Jesus after he was resurrected, he might have said something similar. The agony of the cross is past, but the beauty he died to give us remains. Complete forgiveness and a restored relationship with God. Deep, spiritual healing of the brokenness we all have inside of us. A life on earth filled with meaning and purpose and joy that doesn't depend on our circumstances, and an eternal future ahead of us. Maybe you're going through a tough season right now that's so filled with pain that you can't see the beauty on the other side. Maybe it doesn't even feel like there is another side. But just as surely as Jesus lives, he can be counted on to get us through whatever life throws at us. Not get around it, not get over, but get through. Don't let your heart be troubled, he said. Trust in God. Trust also in me. You've also got friends here at Solid Ground ready and willing to walk the journey with you. We encourage you to reach out to us with your questions or needs. In the meantime, we'll see you on Sunday.